исполнил 16, после этого она тоже родилась.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is the 7th of October 2021 and I'm not really congratulate you with this, yes, because this is one day closer to the winter. It's not that I don't like the winter, but it's a little bit better in the summer and in autumn and spring. But oh well. 7th of October 2021. Hello everybody, this is Sergey Baklikov and this is Baklikov Live. Which is literally just my live stream. Hi dudes, nice to see you all. Continue joining. Today we will take a walk through Vasilyevsky Islands, like from east to the west. If you look at the map, we're gonna start from this end of Vasilyevsky Island, the speed of Vasilyevsky Island, so-called speed of Vasilyevsky Island, with famous Rostral columns. Look, Rostral columns, okay. And the building of the Stock Exchange Market of St. Petersburg. Also right in front of us there's Peter and Paul Fortress and Peter and Paul Church, and there goes Neva River. And here is, I told you before, as far as I know, this is the widest crosswalk that I know in St. Petersburg. We now will walk all the way through Vasilyevsky Islands. From here now we will get to Middle Avenue of the island, then Grand Avenue, Leuitenant, Schmidt, Embankment, and after all we will come to SevCable or SevCable port, which is located at the unique place. That's where Neva River meets the Gulf of Finland, the Baltic Sea, you know. Hello, Ralph Falgren. Are you still 300 kilometers far from me and in the same time zone? Natalia Panfilova Zwino, hi Michael, Zipper Neck, Ader Earmark. Of course, okay, so you're 300 kilometers, okay. Come on, this is probably the widest crosswalk in St. Petersburg. Hello Savage Taka Thief, Chess Brown, Pet Trim, good evening from St. Petersburg, from Vasilyevsky Islands. Matthew Mason, hi. On the background, the Winter Palace. Hello Oleg Duzhakov, Maria Z. Rostral columns. The columns, which are decorated with rostrals, the noses of the ships. Those are one of the most recognized symbols of St. Petersburg. Rostral columns. Zipper neck. I gotta run, dudes. Have fun without me. Okay, dudes. See you. Olga Anisimova, Cassandra Elliott, Michael Zwino. Hi. Steve Campbell. And this is Birjovoy Bridge. Birjovoy, from the word birja. In Russian language, that's stock market. Birja. Only in 2 days from now, in the night from the 9th to 10th of October, they will close this bridge for a little bit more than a year. They wanted to close it at the 1st of October, but then postponed it, and they're gonna close it in 2 days from now. And that's gonna be a really pain in the ass for those who live in Petrogradsky district, which is right there behind the bridge. Yeah, because you see how many traffic goes here even at 8 o'clock. But dudes, this is gonna be the first restoration, I mean like global restoration for the last 60 years. They never restored it since 1960s. Just the time has come. Hello, Barb Filer. Oh, look at this nice construction. This is pickup, extended pickup, and here is like some more sleeping places. It's more like sleeping places. Hello, Matsuka, a camper. Yes, that's really interesting camper. I never saw the camper exactly like this before. Exactly like this. Yesterday I was in the town of Pushkin. Now here is Pushkin again. Pushkin in many places in St. Petersburg. Because Pushkin is great. It's hard to, how to say, overrate his personality, because he brought the Russian literature to the whole new level back in his days in 19th century. You hear me, dudes? I'm now walking along Admiral Makarov Embankment. Ralph Pongren saying that Pushkin both as a town and writer, and Pskov Oblast with Pushkin Hills and so much more. Yeah, let's say also the town of Pushkino, or Moscow region. Birzovoy Bridge. Today and tomorrow, people have the last chance to walk through this or to ride through this before it will get closed for more than a year for the restoration. Yeah, they're gonna change everything there. However, they will save the look because it's very important. Hello, Irene R, Matthew Smith, Natalia Panfilova Zwino. Thank you for super sticker. Yeah, you see, this is Lachta Center. It's already was officially announced that next year, finally, it will be opened for all the public there. Lachta Center, officially tallest skyscraper, not only in Russia, but not only in St. Petersburg, not only in Russia, but in whole Europe. It will be the main headquarters of Gazprom, energy giants of Russia, Gazprom. And also there will be just a lot of stuff for people to hang out there. Hello, John Green. Sergey, how is the DJ studio going? Hey, Michael. It's going well. It's going well. Some little things left, but in overall, it's already working. I mean, I'm coming there every day, at least for a couple hours, playing the house music, getting ready for the first live stream on Saturday, because on starting from this Saturday and the next Saturdays when I will be in this city, at least, I'm gonna introduce you the best house tracks painstakingly selected from thousands by me. Yes, I mean, I'm talking about pure house, you know. I'm not talking about, you know, pop, electronic pop dance music, which now they call house. No. I mean, I will getting you back to the best traditions of the real house music. Not everybody will love it. Not everybody of you, okay? Because we all have different tastes and different tastes in music. As Eddie Amador used to say, not everyone understands house music. So not everyone understands house music. But if you love house music, you definitely will enjoy. You definitely enjoy it. If you will not love it, not a big deal. Not a big deal. It will be just one of the, how to say, segments. Just one more segment of my live streams, you know, because I'm making a lot of different stuff. We are walking, we're making the road trips, we're going to the places, we're going to events, we're going to the concerts, we're going to the classical music, jazz music, rock music, couple times even punk music. So now here is just house music, just another thing that I don't know, I can offer you. Hi, friendly people of St. Petersburg. I don't know what house music is. Well, it makes no sense now to explain what it is. Just come on Saturday. Or even if you will not be able to come on Saturday night, you can come later and just to listen to. And by the way, if you will listen exactly to my house set, you will know for sure what is the house music. Because now, god damn it, they call house music whatever they like. And now there's so many shame, okay, what they call house music. I mean, they call house music what they don't have to call house music. Oleg Dizakov asking in Russian language why always twice less likes than the viewers. Well, just give it a time. Manul 103, thank you for super sticker, and Fake Rating, thank you for super chats. I hope the neighbors like the house music. Dude. That's why I've got the place in loft. Okay, loft. Let me, if you guys, if still not everybody knows what happens, let me tell you that recently, for $200 a month, I rented the place, just like the place which I turned into my studio for house sets. Once a week on Saturdays, the house set. Okay. So loft, it's the space. It's like business center. Imagine business center. When you come to business center, there's a lot of rooms, a lot of offices. Okay, a lot of offices. People, you know, just rent the offices there, and they are sitting there and working. But business center mostly for just the regular companies, travel agencies, you know, lawyers, who else? Like all the quiet companies, okay? But loft is like business center, but for all the creative people and companies, artists, musicians, DJs, music schools, movie schools, and stuff like that. And you know, the places to make the repetitions for the bands, for the music bands, you know. And that's why I'm there. Actually, when I started looking for the place, for the studio, at first I used to address it just, you know, some business centers, also like preferably not far from where I live. But whenever they were finding out that I'm gonna play house music, they were saying, get off, the door is there, get off. They told me to get off. Some even never talked to me. I mean, like I was writing the messages telling right away what I'm gonna do in the office, in the studio, and they never even responded to me. So then I've got it, I need a special place. So that's how I came to Loft, Vavilov Loft, which is located not far from here, just like there, just 7 minutes walk. It's almost behind the speed of Vasilyevsky Island. It's called Vavilov Loft. Vavilov Loft because it is located in one of the buildings of the optical institute. Yes, institute, not university, institute. That's where the scientists are working, who are working on the optics. And look, the thing is that optical institute of St. Petersburg, named after Sergei Vavilov, the brother of Nikolai Vavilov. Both are absolutely significant Soviet scientists. Nikolai was the genetist, botanist, and agronomist, but his brother, he is the founder of so-called Soviet School of Physical Optics. So that's why the Optical Institute, of course, named after him, named after Sergei Vavilov. Vavilov Loft. Vavilov Loft. So there's such a, I used to show several times already how I was making the upgrades there. This is such a, you know, the building, massive building, absolutely Stalinist administrative building, such a massive, with a very tall ceilings, you know. It is constructed in the end of 1940s, beginning of 1950s. And yeah, if you will get there, you will see that, you would see that your question about if I'm gonna, how you said, interrupt or how bother the neighbors, absolutely laughing, because most people are pretty loud there. Only an artists are not that loud, okay? Okay, meanwhile I'm turning from the Admiral Makarov Embankment, and now this is the beginning of so-called Middle Avenue of Vasilyevsky Islands. Welcome. Welcome to this. It is goes through the whole Vasilyevsky Islands together with the small avenue. So yeah, if it's middle, then there's also small and grand. Okay, so from the right of us, parallel to Middle Avenue, there goes Small Avenue, and Grand Avenue from the left. Okay, the Grand Avenue, and so these are like three main avenues on Vasilyevsky Islands, and they all are intersected with the lines. Yeah, I already told you before that it's not typical for Russia, the streets to be named with the numbers, but here they are just called lanes, and they have numbers. The first lane, second lane, and there's like 30 of them here. Hello, Mel King, Harry Pottenian. Yeah, look, this is Tuchkov Lane. In the very end, about 3 minutes by walk, and there will be a Vavilov Loft. St. Petersburg Optical Institute, where a part of institute now turns into the loft, the creative space for creative people. Hello, Andrew Harney, William Kennedy Jr., Fred Thorne. Hi, Fred. It seems like it's been a while. I saw you. So welcome back. And this is also the line, and this is like the only line which has the name Kadetskaya, Cadet Line, Cadet Line. And the next one will be the first line, then the second line, third line. By the way, second and third line, that's where the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, still own the apartment there. And by the way, today it's his birthday. Do you know that today it's Russian president's birthday? 69 years. Yeah. The connection is great tonight. Okay, thank you, Jeff, for letting me know. But yeah, usually when we are in this city, the problems with the connection happens not that often in the streets, because we are in the open space. The signal is very strong and very stable. Hello, Ann Arbor Verite. Hello, Mikhail Bensman. Nice shot, I think. This is St. Petersburg at night, the local time, almost 8:30. By the way, another car sharing, the competitor of Yandex Drive, which is called U-Drive. Well, actually they are not competitors, because it's a way smaller company. They just have their niche. They just have their niche on this market, on the market of car sharing cars. And no more than that. I'm now walking in direction of the metro station, Vasileostrovskaya. Vasileostrovskaya, it's like adjective. Which one? Most of the metro stations in St. Petersburg and in Russia named in adjective form and respond to the question which one? Какая? Vasileostrovskaya. St. Michael's Church. Schmidt, such an architecture. St. Petersburg. Hello, Andre Harney. So we are already not far from the metro station. Here on Vasilyevsky Island, two metro stations of the same line. The green line of St. Petersburg Metro, green line. The next one is Primorskaya, which means next to the sea or near the sea. And that's truth. Because that part of Vasilyevsky Island, it's already close to the sea. It's literally so. The Gulf of Finland. What do you think is in that historic building? McDonald's. Felix Malchinsky traditionally loves announcing to announce the weather. Yes, it's +9 degrees in St. Petersburg. It's pretty warm. McDonald's now settled down here. But look, here on the Vasileostrovsky Island, if you want a nice food, I mean like something better than just fast food, right in front of McDonald's, here is the pedestrian lines of Vasileostrovsky Island. I think that's the place where also definitely you can come to hang out and to find the place for you to hang out with friends. And this is also really comfortable place to meet, because here is the metro station. Look, that's the entrance to Vasileostrovskaya metro station. I'm now gonna turn away from the middle avenue of Vasileostrovsky Islands. We'll walk through this pedestrian streets. We'll get to the market. I'm gonna grab coffee there. Good variety. Let's say there's McDonald's, there's the flowers, 24/7 bakery, hookah club. Yeah, you can smoke hookah here. The monument to the tram cars on horsepower. This is literally the horsepower. I mean, the first tram cars were powered by literally the horses. Hello, Scott D, an American in Russia. MTS copy center. Yeah, here you can make the photograph, to print documents, to scan documents, whatever. Svyaznoy, that's one of the biggest chains of the mobile phone stores. There you can buy mobile phones. Megaphone, one of big three. Here in Russia, we have a so-called big three of mobile operators. Megaphone, I use Megaphone, MTS, and Beeline. And I'm not using Megaphone accidentally. I mean, it's not just because I love it and that's it. I mean, I have the reasons, because, you know, recently I traveled a lot. Around Russia. For the last 14 months, it's like 60 cities and towns. And I can say that Megaphone mostly was okay. And it was okay in so many places where MTS used to suck. How I know? That's because my wife has MTS. And the third company, so on the first place I would put Megaphone, of course, then MTS, and well, relatively worse than Megaphone and MTS, Beeline. Chainikov coffee shop. Marketplace grocery store. Yeah, it's pedestrian street, but sometimes the trucks which are bringing the stuff may drive here. Yeah, otherwise how can you bring it? How can you bring the stuff for business? This is Eurasia. Well, the name tells about it. It's a chain of, such a kind of budget but nice restaurants with European and Asian cuisine. Eurasia, Russian language, Eurasia. It's one of those restaurants which is trying to find the golden middle between the food, the quality of food, the range of food, and the price. Okay, so affordable, quality, and with a wide choice. By the way, here you can walk just in the middle of the houses through such an alley. Cassandra, Elliot, Sergey, are you going to Mr. Putin's apartment since it is his birthday? Cassandra, sure no. I mean, look, first, if it's his birthday, it doesn't mean I have to go to his apartment. Next thing, his apartment is not museum. The third thing, that his apartment looks just like any other apartments, at least from the outside, because nobody will let you to go inside. It's not the museum. Okay, so the answer is no. Jeff Smith, does Putin watch your channel? How can I know? Okay, this is St. Andrew's Cathedral. St. Andrew. But if you go, you could sing happy birthday outside. Well, look, he owned that apartment, but he is not living there. So it makes no sense. That's the meat place, which is called Vmesa. Я в мясо. It means I'm in meat. But in Russian language, it's like, usually it means я в мясо. It's like when I'm too drunk. Okay, but here they wanted to give the literal meaning to it. Like я в мясо. I'm in meat. So yeah, usually, I mean, if you would say this to any Russian, я в мясо, everybody will understand you like, I'm too drunk but they decided to make this expression literal. By the way, meanwhile, I told you when I was walking through the middle avenue of Vasilyevsky Islands, I told you that if you will go to the left, it will be Grand Avenue. So here is Grand Avenue. Grand Avenue, Большой проспект, Большой, yeah, Большой, Grand. It's like, you know, Bolshoi Theater in Moscow. Bolshoi. It's wider. Yes, it's wider than Middle Avenue. And here is now, let's get to Vasileostrovsky Market. Vasileostrovsky Market. It's one of the oldest markets in whole St. Petersburg. Unfortunately, back in 1990s, it has experienced a big troubles. Was like half abandoned, but now it's got the second life. It's now all completely restored, and it is still market, but it also food hall. And 2 years ago I was making the vlog showing you what it is all about, the food hall. Food hall, don't mess it up with food hall, food court. Food court, it's food hall. Now here I'm gonna order coffee, and just once again we'll show you what it is all about. Here used to be the entrance. Not anymore. Okay, not a big deal. Sergey, how old were you in the 1990s? Well, what does it mean back in 1990s? In 1990 I was 6 years. Okay, the entrance. At that part there's the market. It's vegetable market, fresh market, vegetable and fruits, fish and meat. But at this part it's food hall. Food hall, it's like way better version than typical regular food court, okay? And the places where they making foods, it is located in so-called corners. You see, this is corner. One corner, another corner, yet another corner, okay? So look, and here is here is also some kind of dress code for those restaurants and food places who can get the place here. Here they are it's a how to say, it's principle for them not to allow here a big brand. So in the moments when in food courts you will find McDonald's, Burger King, Subway and all the stuff like that, here vice versa, you will not find big brands. Bureau, however, you can find burgers. You can find burgers, but not from McDonald's. Bowl. Here is Phobo soup. Here is On Tap. That's many beers on tap, including stouts. Georgian foods. Also here they have the parking, which is when it's needed. can be transformed into the area where people may hang out. Oh, by the way, I see that they extending the stuff here because I remember here was just parking. You see, there's the barrier, the parking, but now here's the tables. So they probably realized that, well, at least maybe in a summertime, early autumn like now, middle autumn, it's more profitable to have here the tables and sell the food than parking. But I guess maybe at winter, here will be more like parking. So even more corners there. Food corners. Now I've been told a little bit ridiculous thing that because of the COVID measures, anti-COVID measures, there's only the exit. Here is the entrance is here, but she never cares, let's say, that I'm without mask. Okay. Okay, anyway, I'm getting back again. But look, we've got to that part I told you about in the beginning, that here is like the real market, more like a traditional market, fresh markets with fruits, vegetables, meat and fish, nuts, okay, nuts. Cake me tender, cake me tender, cake me sweet. Pio pasta and pizza, Italian cuisine, Dagestanian cuisine, Georgian food, sushi, Sub-Zero. Avocado Point. Hey, where is sweating freaking sausage again when we need him? Indian food in disco. Each hockey in the disco, each hockey in the disco. Yeah, each hockey in the disco. Baumoti. Check Trdelnik. Okay, here I'm gonna just get frigging coffee and we go. Вы еще работаете? Мне необходим большой латте с собой. Okay, dudes, just gonna get latte to go, and we go. How is the connection today? How is the connection here inside? Please let me know how is the connection. Where is the train? Aren't you at subway? Что? What? What the hell are you talking about? I told you, it used to be the market. The market. One of the very first markets. Yet 200 years ago, here was the market. And now here is still the market slash food hall. Hello, William Lynch. Used to Jose Godefasser. I'm just gonna get coffee and we go. Okay, you never told me how is the connection here. I wonder about the connection today because I actually, however, today trying to make the trick. I really like almost maximally lowered down the quality in bitrate, and it seems like still visually the quality of the picture is the same, but the connection more stable. Okay, it's done. No? Let's go. A bunch of people replied about the connection. Okay, I'm sorry if I never saw that before. The thing is, in a moment when many people are thinking that I read all the messages, I can't read all the messages. Hello, Patricia Mulver, Shelly Vasquez. Okay, let's continue our walk through Vasilyevsky. Musa Daha. The connection is good, Sergey. Nice. Thank you for letting me know. David Elias, I hear you, Sergey, about not reading all the messages. You're on the move. Jesus Christ, I love Russia. Thanks for the love. Nice little place. I need to check out one day. St. Andrew's Cathedral again. Is this an older Gostinny Dvor? Well, some kind of. Yes. Oh, Look, it's been a while I was exactly here. And I see they got new places. Wow, this is so romantic. The candles on the tables. Or the beer place. 200 plus kinds of beer and ciders from all over the world. Here is also a business center, Andrews Yard. Andrews, yes, dedicated to the location close to St. Andrew's Cathedral. Mikhail Bensman, see you. Okay, we're now getting to the embankment. I go to the embankment. Oh, it's windy here. Look, it's not that windy inside of the island when you walk around the buildings. Now I'm getting to the open space and it's windy today here. Quarters Eye, thank you for super chats, $10 super chats. Hey Sergey, how are things in St. Petersburg? Wishing you a great day, Steve. Steve, as you can see, everything is quiet. Putin celebrating his birthday today. The prices for gas grows up, so everything good. Why are the streets look so deserted? Dude, when you ask such a questions, I don't really know what you mean and how to respond. Does it really look deserted? Does it look deserted? Also, you have to understand that even though it's St. Petersburg, where lives 5 million people, every street can't be like Nevsky Prospect, okay? I'm walking the side streets. However, still enough of pedestrians for this time. This is a working day. This is already 9 o'clock. A lot of cars. So what the hell are you talking about? Tell me, what you really mean with this? Okay, here is now, I'm on the embankment, the Leuitenant Schmidt embankment, which goes right as the continue of University embankment there. Annunciation Bridge, and there's the dome of St. Isaac's Cathedral. Hello, MM. So that's how I've got to Neva. And I'm going in direction of that amazing place where Neva River meets the Gulf of Finland. It's interesting place, not only geographically, but historically, because St. Petersburg is exactly, that's what is St. Petersburg all about. The control point. The thing is, that's exactly where was the control point of entering to Russia from Europe, and from Russia to Europe, and from Europe to Russia, I mean. Hello, native moon. Yeah, welcome to the live stream. It's a nice night walk in St. Petersburg, walking all the way through Vasileostrovsky Island, from the speed of Vasileostrovsky Island, Rostral columns, and all the way to SevCable port, Northern Cable port. That's the oldest cable factory in St. Petersburg, founded by Karl Siemens. He was German, but lived in St. Petersburg and had the Russian Empire residency. Oh, it's windy here. The monument to Krusenstern, the man and the ship. Yes, we have such a popular cartoon here where they're joking about Krusenstern, like what is Krusenstern? It's the man and the ship, means the ship named after him. HSM Epic Return. Listen to that wind energy potential. Yeah, I know you're a fan of the natural energy. И это все Петербург. In some places, well, we still can see the trees. As I said yesterday, give it 2-3 more days and they will gone. Yesterday, if you missed my live stream, check it out. I was in the town of Pushkin and I came there especially for watching the beauty of golden autumn in St. Petersburg. Well, yeah, Pushkin officially is a part of St. Petersburg. I would say like Grand St. Petersburg area. The nearest suburbs. Why? Why? Autumn is my favorite time of year, Native Moon said. Well, yes, and early autumn is great, but late autumn, at least in Russia, it's usually like full of rain, and it's cold, and it's already windy enough. Crazy motorcycle rider death wish. Yeah, unfortunately, at least one motorcycle in average dying in Russia every day. And in most cases, the main reason is the speed. Technology world, high technology world. Vasilyevsky Islands. Do you know that initially Vasilyevsky Islands was supposed to be the very center of St. Petersburg? That's how initially Peter the Great wanted. But then somehow it has turned more like into the academic center of St. Petersburg. And the center moved a little more left. So where is now Nevsky Prospect? Hello, Michael Milkevich. Helmets used to be mandatory for motorcycles in Michigan. Now we just have more organ donors. Well, here in Russia it's still mandatory in Russia. But look, I mean, when you wreck on motorcycle at a speed of like 150 kilometers an hour, the helmet can't help much. Олег Дежаков. Я всегда использую рибок с мягкой подошвой. So here Oleg Duzhakov in Russian language asking me like what kind of shoes I wear walking so much every day during my live streams. Well, I always wear just for walk I wear mostly Reebok sneakers with a how to say, with a soft layer. Hello, Shoaib. Okay, I guess I'm gonna get back inside of the island. It's so windy, I believe. The thing is, it's actually not that windy, but in the microphone, it's considered like super windy. Hello, Jose Boden. Manual 103, thank you for super sticker. Here is a Miners Institute. Nice culture. St. Petersburg Miners University. Lovely architecture and beautiful lighting. Yeah, the guys here definitely knows how to make nice lighting when they want that. Yes, always great lighting in Russia. Crossing icebreaker. Okay, I will get back now to the Grand Avenue of Vasilyevsky Island, and already will go all the way to SevCable port, Northern Cable. Cable. Nowadays, a lot of stuff is wireless, but still we need the cable, because initially the wireless connection provided by cable connection, right? It's like at home you have Wi-Fi, but how Wi-Fi comes to your house or to your apartment? Well, at first there goes cable goes to router, and then from router you're getting Wi-Fi in your apartment or in your house. Even now here it's LTE, but LTE goes from the tower, from the mobile company tower, where they have their equipment, and that equipment powered by the cables, power cables and more. Besides that, still the wireless connection in general less stable than cable. It's like, you know, it's like even at home, I don't know, sometimes there are such situations that internet's lagging when I use Wi-Fi, but it's never lagging when I use internet through the cable. For example, my computer, just computer, connected to cable, but all the rest of my phone, Vika's iPad, the TV box, where I'm watching the movies from online movie theaters or YouTube, yeah, sometimes it's lagging. Not often, but sometimes. Mine 103, I still use cables at home. Oh, look. What's this? I never saw this. Usually I used to walk this place in the daytime, and in the daytime you don't see this. But now, on a contrast, you can see. Yeah, it's something like It's sectioners or what? Aerobics, acrobats, or whatever. Or this is just some kind of entertainment where everybody can come, pay the money. But look, they look like pros, the thing is. Oh, dude. So yeah, it doesn't look like just, you know, some kind of entertainment for random kids. It looks like they exercise. Okay, now I better go. I don't want to stay with camera for too long, like stalker, like freaking stalker. Yeah, you see, acrobatics. The acrobatics section. This is not the racetrack, dude. Atlan coffee. Every time I see Atlan coffee, I at first read it like Elton. Like Elton John. So goodbye, yellow brick road. Blue eyes, baby's got blue eyes. The Elton John, actually a great musician. I mean, he's really great. I mean, his songs, his melodies, amazing. Keep your day job, Sergey. That's what I do, dude. William Lynch. That's what I do. Saturday night is alright for a coffee. Neil McDonald's. You're right. Saturday nights is great for everything. Oh, look. The lettering here. This is also car sharing. Also car sharing for Yandex Drive. It's a cargo car. Yes, they even have mini buses, minivans. Sergey, have you ever been to Los Angeles? Yes, I've been to Los Angeles. Check out my vlog there. Just search for on YouTube. Just write Los Angeles, real Russia, and you will find it. The thing is, back in 2016, oh, by the way, in October, exactly at about this time, October, but 2016, wow, 5 years, already 5 years ago, together with my family, my wife and my daughter, I went for 3 weeks to the United States. And I was in Los Angeles just for like 2 days. I landed to New York City, and I got back home from Los Angeles. Both were direct flights to Moscow, New York, and Los Angeles, New York. And the thing is, it was the road trip with my family. We drove all the way from New York to Los Angeles. New York, Philadelphia, Chicago, Cleveland, to be exact, also Richfield, not far from Cleveland, Ohio, Chicago, Illinois, Omaha, Nebraska. Then also I was driving through Denver. I was driving through beautiful Colorado. Then such a little place which is called Angels Camp in Northern California, San Francisco. Also a little place in Utah. And Las Vegas for only 3 hours. I never planned to go to Las Vegas, but when I was driving through Utah and then got to Nevada, and then suddenly the whole city, unusual city, because Las Vegas is like really unusual, appears, I decided, hey, dang, let's get there. Let's get there at least for a couple hours. And that's it. So I parked the car in a free parking of Venice Hotel, and we just walked through Las Vegas Boulevard. We were listening to Frank Sinatra there. Yeah, I remember, like, seems like everywhere they used to sound Frank Sinatra. Then we've got just to McDonald's. We wanted to try their famous tacos or something, but there was such a huge line. So we decided, okay, hell with this. We don't have that much time. And we've got to just freaking McDonald's. And that's it. And then we continued the way to Angels Camp. Then it was San Francisco. And finally, Los Angeles. 21 days, 3 weeks. Why are there so many ambulances riding tonight? I don't know. I saw only one. You stayed in Queens. Yes. When the very first time when I came to New York City, to JFK Airport, I've got to Queens. That's where was the room I rented through Airbnb. I came through Airbnb, and I never even saw the host because there was an electronic lock, and she's just said the code. I entered the code, and that's how the door got opened. It was actually like just it was actually the house, like, you know, such a New York house. In Russia we would call it more like townhouse. It's like the house, but it's 2 floors, but there's like several apartments that goes next to each other. So, you know, such a combined house. And it seems like every room there went for rent on Airbnb. So now this is already the industrial part of Vasileostrovsky Island starts. Here is not too much, but some of the modern architecture, high-rise buildings. And as far as I know, here must be the restaurant. Oh, look, it's beautiful tree. As far as I know, there is the restaurant, like on a higher floor. there is a very interesting Palace of Culture, which is constructed in a style of constructivism. They constructed it for 10 years. In there, you see that's the first private museum of contemporary art in Russia. It is called Erarta. I was taking you there like 3 years ago. Check out my vlog from there. It's already not that far to the end of Grand Avenue of Vasilyevsky Island. I guess you already got it that I got back. Yeah, already for the last 15 minutes I got back to the Grand Avenue of Vasilyevsky Island again. The old building of hospital, which is still hospital. Business center. At least that was beautiful. Wow, it's windy. To the wind wave. Monica Bradenstein, see you. Not sure what the hell is this. But they must remove it. Remove these blocks from here. The advertisements of Liberal Democratic Party of Russia, LDPR. Okay, look. About like 500 meters. 500 meters left. This is already almost the end of the Grand Avenue of Vasilyevsky Islands. This is how for only 1 hour 40 minutes without rush, just by walk slowly, we walked all the way through Vasilyevsky Islands. This is the Volkswagen and Skoda dealership. Cafe Kebab. Cafe. Yeah, he was the leader of Nautilus Pompeius. Now he performed just solo. But look, the fame of Nautilus, of course, still persists for him. Himself solo, he never got more popular than Nautilus Pompeius was. Leroy Merlin. By the way, all my restoration in the studio I've made using just the stuff from Leroy Merlin. They really have everything. Well, at least everything was what was needed for my pretty minimalistic restoration. Actually, all I did, I just painted the walls, painted the window, the doors, and placed the carpet on the floor. And of course, like, I first cleared it all off because the place was really dusty and dirty. And it was dirty not because it's was dirty. It was dirty just because of too long time there was nobody. But now it looks awesome. Well, at least tidy. Sergey, how much to rent the scooters? It's like 5 rubles per minute. So it's like $1 per 35 minutes. Oh no, oh no. Bad math. Like 12 minutes. Twelve, 13 minutes for $1, okay? But if you use them pretty often, they have even lower prices. There's like, they have subscription options. And also when you buy a lot of minutes right away, there goes the discount. E-scooters are everywhere in Russia. Yes, yes. This year, when I traveled around Russia again and again visited, well, decent amounts of the new cities, almost everywhere I saw the scooters. The scooter rentals works pretty good. So this is it, the end of Grand Avenue of Vasilyevsky Island. There's the seaport. That's really the seaport there. Every time, every day before the pandemic, from here was going away and was coming in the ferry. St. Petersburg, Helsinki, Stockholm. This is also line. Look, this is the last line of Vasilyevsky Island, and it is called Kazhevinne, leather. Probably back in the days here was the leather manufacturers. So this is now the territory of a former port. The cable factory, SevCable, it means Severny Kabel, Severny, Northern Kabel, cable. But now they don't need port anymore, because I guess now it's just makes more sense to send cable through the railroads, or maybe with the tracks or whatever. And this place, the territory of the port, turns into the public space. It was one of the very first public spaces like this. I mean, when the public space was founded on a place, on a former industrial territory. and they did it great. Immediately this place turned to be so popular and really loved by people in St. Petersburg, as by the locals, as by the guests of this city. I was taking you here many times. They are really making big things here. Here is one of the most beautiful ice skating rinks. Here is the place for the festivals, like really big music festivals. Let's say here, I remember how I was taking you to Stereo Lето, Stereo Summer Festival, where performed Zemfira. Also, not long ago, I was taking you here for the art exhibits, Andy Warhol and Russian art. And by the way, it still goes. It's supposed to be only until like the end of September, but they extended the time of the exhibits. And look, the logo behind me tells SevCable. So I mean, the factory itself, it's still here, it still works. They just don't need port anymore. Zemfira sings with Buster sometimes. Dude, Zemfira used to sing with Queen. Check out on YouTube Zemfira Queen live. Well, of course, without Freddie, but I mean, she was like instead of Freddie. So these are all the industrial buildings of Northern Cable Factory. Now here is the restaurants, cafes, bars, clubs. There's the shooting range. No, shooting range, not with firearms. On a secret garden. Look, even vegetarian cafe here. Infinity DJ and wine bar. The bicycles from the brand Electra. Crispy pizza. Look at these coils. These coils are everywhere, like the reminders about the roots of this place. And there's even Tesla. So usually here on this territory, they set up a big stage, and on that stage here used to perform a lot of different musicians, including the most top ones. So this is shooting range. Well, not firearms. But still, I don't know, maybe soft guns or something. Let me remind you, in the winter time, here is the ice skating rink, which is one of the best in the city. It's called Katokumure Ice Rink next to the sea, which is just literally so. that historical place, the place where Neva River meets the Gulf of Finland. This is the gates to Russia and to Europe. And look, this year they are launched the rides from St. Isaac's Cathedral all the way to Northern Cable. And this is a really nice boat ride. I was taking you to this boat rides like 2 months ago, maybe a month ago. Yeah, like a little bit more than a month ago. And that was great because this one goes there in through the ports, the ship's ports, and you're riding in between of a lot of ships, you know, cranes. It's great. Party boat? No, it's just I mean, just usual boat ride, like everywhere in St. Petersburg. Okay. This is one of the key points why St. Petersburg is here. The control of the waterways. Oh, the new art object. Look, all the time they are thinking up something new here. The new art objects. This is the sunset catcher. Look, next summer everybody will catching the sun here. The sunset time. Yeah, I used to show you SevCable many times, but never we saw this. For now I'm catching the bridge. This is the bridge of the local toll road. St. Petersburg toll roads, which is called Западный скоростной диаметр, Western speed diameter. Yeah, and by the way, now it's the bridge which is like really tall bridge, and they know. I mean, it's tall and tall. I mean, it has a how to say tall. T-A-L-L, and for this reason you know need to draw this, and that's why now before this bridge look, at night on Vasilyevsky Islands, if you got late and never got off Vasilyevsky Islands before the bridges will draw. So that's it. No way for you to get out of there, maybe on a boat. But again, where you will take the boat? Okay, normally you will not take the boat. There's even such a jokes that here in St. Petersburg, a lot of kids, the kids of people who late for the drawbridge. Okay, but anyway, I mean, look, there wasn't chance, but now there is the chance, because this bridge connected with Vasilyevsky Island. yeah, like you will have to pay a decent amount of money for such a detour on taxi. Also have to pay for riding through the toll roads, but still you have chance now to get away of Vasilyevsky Island even when the bridges are opened anytime. Sergey, you look different in Hospital Room in Russia episode 53. Dudes, 8 years passed since then. Of course I look different now. Here is the bar, which is called Musts. I once was taking you here for the concerts of Silver Cuts. You remember Silver Cuts? Silver Cuts band. Now here goes the body called Up Jam. I guess old school sound. Yeah. Super sticker. Oh no, they are singing something there. I thought if the body could pump up jam, it must be something like, you know, maybe some kind of old school house music. But no, this is something else. Well, I told you, look, I told you, now, in many ways, in many places, the people are really extorted. I mean, how extorted? Yeah, extorted, the meaning of the house music. That's why on Saturday night, after tomorrow, make sure to come to my live stream, my house music Saturday nights live stream, because that's where you can be completely sure that you will hear nothing but only quality, pure house. House music. You see, the wind is okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the walk all the way through Vasilyevsky Island, starting from the spit of Vasilyevsky Island, Rostral columns, through the Admiral Makarov embankments, then the Middle Avenue, then the Pedestian 6th and 7th lines, Grand Avenue, Vasileostrovsky Market, Leuitenant Schmidt Embankment. Then we've got back to Grand Avenue, Большой проспект of Vasilyevsky Island again, and finally came here to Northern Cable ports, and finally got to another edge of Vasilyevsky Islands, to that great place where Neva River meets the Gulf of Finland. Thank you for watching. And look, even Tesla coil is here. Yes, for so many years it works for the sake of North SevCable factory, and now it's here as some kind of exhibits. Manual 103. Thank you too for super chats and appreciation of my tour. Okay, see you tomorrow. My name is Sergey Baklikov. This is Baklikov Live, and in the end, traditional panorama. Okay, you all have a great day. Remember that today it's Thursday, and that's just one step to Friday. And Friday, that's already look, just today, then tomorrow, and and yes, never forget about Saturday night house music live set. See you. Barb Filer, Green Man, Rishabh Sethi, Ralph Palmgren, Miss 31, Manu 103, Bill in Florida and Sue in Florida, Pet Trim, Harry Potanian, Jim Stiegel, Oleg Duzhakov, Stevie Ray, Akshay Singh, Audrey Jacob, Trev Mack, Eric Draven, Neil McDonald, Joseph Shokov, pretty nice burgers here. It's Meetup, Native Moon, Michael Milkevich, Maria Z. Yes, Jacking House. Well, now they are completely how to say, extorted the meaning of the natural meaning of the house music, what is the real house, but at least now they started calling this Jacking House. Well, thanks at least for that people still can somehow identificate the normal house. Star U292. Barb Filer. They corrupted house music. Yes. Okay. From Northern Cable ports, from St. Petersburg, from Russia, from Baklikov Live with love. See you, dudes. Tesla.